Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody is really doing well. And first of all, my sincere apologies for not being active for like past this week. Actually, honestly to be speaking, from Friday, very much inactive because of the weekend. And most likely I'm traveling for some religious places. It's December. I want to start 2023. We want to start 2023 with a good positive energy and a lot of blessings because I think we all need the blessings, and I'm gonna tell you why do we need such kind of energy and blessings. I mean, I'm definitely going to take you through the charts. I think that all the Walsh Wealth group members knows about it. I've already discussed about it many times over the live stream, already posted about it. And this is going to be very interesting, guys, and I'm damn sure nobody's going to take you to these kind of things or thoughts what I have been analyzing for a few days now. Well, having said that, guys, first of all, we will just go to the lower term time frame and move on the BTC. I gave a limit on Bitcoin longs. Unfortunately, did not fill. I mean, missed it by few dollars, as you can see here. This is where our limit was on previous week lows. I was like, I mean, give us this move, and it can just pump it back up. And this is something we missed it, guys. It was a very nice scalp. I patiently waited for it for like a day or so, and then it did. So sort of also move, we missed this sort of a scalp here as well. I was expecting a little bit lower, just somewhere around 16,180 or so, but that's fine. Also, I mean, overall, what I feel is this move, what we are watching right now, it's a corrective move. So practically, this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the 5 waves, and what we are watching is A. Now this can be A. This is A, B, and this can be C. One more wave down towards $16,386 to $16,300, and that can be your big B, and then we can start an impulsive move towards $17,488 to $17,600. So that's what this is the first case that we have here for the BTC, guys. I already posted my lower time frame move or expectations on BTC in the Walsh Wealth group corner. So that is the first significant development on the BTC that we would like to see, in just in case if we are literally going to have that one more move down. Why I think that we can have that one more move down, because this move looks a very shallow move actually. Now, if you just look at this structure, this can be A, B, and C. Yeah, can be the B wave. So this is A, this is B, 1, A, B, C, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is how it can literally do it. So that's how it can do actually. However, having said that, this is the second primary low time frame analysis that we are watching on BTC, ladies and gentlemen. So there are two possible moves that we can expect. Either this is what we are that this is the bottom, the B wave is in, okay, but at this moment I can't tell you for sure that the B wave is in and we are bottom for the B wave. So the count goes like this. So let's say this is your A wave, B wave, this is wave 1 of C, A, B, and we're gonna have one more sweep down towards 16,700 for the wave 2 of something, and then we're gonna have wave 3 towards 17,000, 17,600 or maybe 500 or so, a small 4, a 5 towards 17,600 bearish retest, and then a distribution pattern, and then dump. So that is the primary count that we have. Sorry, I think it's gone. Oh shit. So that is the primary count that we have here for for BTC, guys, which also means that this is an indication that the bottom might be in for the B wave actually on the lower time frame that what we are watching right now. Now, having said that, we can also look for an alternative wave count, which means that this is A, this is A of something. So let's say this ABC is a W, and this was your X, and this was A, B, and we're gonna have one more move down towards 16,386. Also goes with a very nice harmonic that we have here, and that's a very bullish harmonic. And after that, we can get an impulsive move like this. So this is the harmonic that we might probably look for, guys. So yeah, and something we should be mindful of. So this is the harmonic. You have this first leg here, almost close to golden pocket 886, and then you go for 786. That's what the target should be. And once you reaches the 786, boom, you go for an impulsive move on the upside. And that is how the harmonic plays out. The invalidation level of harmonic is if we start claiming back above the levels of 16,000 900. So this is the level 16,910. If we start reclaiming those levels back, then I would say that this harmonic looks pretty much close to invalidation level. So hence it's you have this harmonic as well and a setup. So I'm just waiting for this kind of a a dump. If you do get this move down towards 16,386 and maybe even 16,301, that is going to be a very impressive move by BTC, and then we can look for an upside move towards 70,006. And a small move will literally cause havoc, panic in the market. Why? Because we are very close to the December ending. It's like the December and this year end is going to close under a very big levels. I mean, nobody would have imagined that even a year end should have or will be closing like this under 19,000 or maybe I would say 20k levels, 19.7 to 20k levels. It is not looking that good actually, to be honest, if I have to tell you. Now, this is like a small lower term time frame move. This is one scenario that we have. The primary scenario I already mentioned, that the bottom is in. This is the bottom. We're just gonna have a small sweep towards this lows, the liquidity towards 16,660, 16,000 650 levels. Go back up and start moving up like this. So these are the two primary moves count that we have. Now how are we going to play it, guys? What I'm going to do is, on the lower term time frame, I'm monitoring the waves as and when I see a bearish impulsive move taking place here. If we go for the bear impulsive move, definitely we are going lower. However, if we just go with the zigzag correction like A, B, and C, then I think we're most likely just going to sweep around 16,700, go towards 16,650 max, and then pump it back up towards 17,500. So this is how I'm just looking the market, and I have it. A similar scenario that we have not only for total crypto market cap but also for ETH. So ETH also have a very similar structure on the lower term time frame, but a very interesting thing you guys should be knowing about it is that right now ETH is a little bit bearish. Any move towards 1227 is a short. A short should be towards the levels of 1195. Lose these levels and we can have a one more sweep down towards 1164. So practically what I'm watching right now is a 3-wave moves, as you can see on the 4-hour chart as well and 1-hour chart as well. What you're watching is that ETH, this is A, B, and C, an impulsive move. So this A, B, C maybe can be W. And what we are watching is, this sort of a correction A, B, and C. One more wave down for X, a complex correction, and then A, B, and C for a Y, and go towards 1274 to 1280. That's where I'm eyeing for short. And the short should be going down towards the levels of 1055 to 1060 levels. And that's exactly what I'm eyeing for ETH actually. Now this WXY looks very complex correction, guys, but it can be a very simple correction as well. So we can also form a very interesting irregular flat. So this, let's say this can be something like this, and we have seen historically in the past that how ETH plays out. So what it does is, this is A wave, this is A, B, and we're going to have this move towards 1195 as I mentioned, and you lose that levels of 1195, we're going to sweep go towards the levels of, as I mentioned, 1164. But this can do something like this, which clearly indicates that this is A, B, C, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if you look at from the perspective of the correction, so what we are saying is that a move down would cause around 2% move for ETH, and for BTC, if we just had the exact 2% move, that would take BTC to roughly around $16,457, which means it's gonna sweep the lows. Now, for that BTC to go towards 786, it needs to dump approx around 2.6%. A similar kind of a move might just probably do it. If you look at from the perspective of the degree of wave that we have here, a 0.14 fib. Remember, 0.14 fib is your last resort for the bears or the bulls, whosoever the price action is in favor of. It's going to be the last resort. Just remember this concept that way. So 0.14 is where the Ethereum is going to bottom. That is exactly matches with the price action with the Bitcoin actually. So I think 1188 would be a perfect, or 1187.85 would be the perfect pico bottom for ETH if the price action for BTC follows in 1:1 ratio. I mean that the BTC dominance would be just accumulating, and then we can have a move like this towards 1274. So right now I'm not longing, guys. If you're longing, good luck. I'm not longing actually. So this is what we have for on the low term time frame for ETH and BTC. Now let's go to the hard term time frame, ladies and gentlemen. We are still having a range. A very interesting thing is, well, we have swept the range lows and we have swept the range highs. Both the things have done, and now we are in the middle of something. I think what we should be doing right now is, or what I expect is, a small push up, bearish retest, and go towards a major support of the macro support of 13,863, and that's exactly how we're going to finish a very interesting the falling wedge or the bullish wolf waves, what many people are saying. Maybe I was the first to identify this bullish wolf waves like few months back. Many times I've told on the Twitter as well, and on the YouTube as well, and on the Wall Street group, that I expect the CME chart on the hard term time frame to form a very big bullish wolf waves, and unless and until this bullish wolf waves don't form, I don't see that the market is going to bottom. Okay, now going with this theory, let's go to the gold fractal. I don't know how many of you guys know about it, or how many of you guys have tried to understand what I mentioned few days back in my corner, as well as I give a small hint on the Twitter as well, that the gold is BTC is most likely going to follow a fractal of 1974-1976 price action. Not exactly a fractal, but a price action. Now if you look at from the perspective of gold right now, ladies and gentlemen, what did gold do? So gold, first we had a top right like this in 1974, and when we had a 5 waves up for the gold, what it did, like a double top kind of a structure, and then we start forming a interesting triangle, a breakdown of some sort of a small flag, another breakdown, bearish retest, and then it just start going down. In the process, it formed a very interesting bullish wolf waves. Now if you look at from the perspective of the degree of wave, what it did is it perfectly hit the levels of 886 Fibonacci levels. Well, just look at this structure perfectly. I mean, a wick literally went slightly under 886, and if you do have to measure a different perspective or the move, you can see that we perfectly hit the 0.9 Fibonacci levels. Okay, a perfect 0.9 Fibonacci levels, and that is exactly how it reverses and start going back up. and after that we reversed and we start going back up. What actually might would have happened at that point of time is everybody would have waited for gold to fill the wick of some sort, but it never filled it actually. And that's exactly where people missed the whole pump on the gold, because gold literally went on full-fledged extension of 565 and 7618. Just look at how the price action looks for gold. Now let's compare this price action of gold with BTC. So if you just compare this move, so that was our first impulsive move, the way we had for the gold. Our first impulsive move end here, and what we did is we had another impulsive move, formed like a double top kind of a structure, and then a bear flag, and then a dump. And now we are in the process of making a very interesting bullish wolf waves. But the only problem that I see is over here with this fractal. The only problem, and that's my personal thought, is this bullish wolf waves what we are watching can go for like a full-fledged extension. I mean, I don't know how you guys understand this full-fledged extension, but it clearly means and indicates that the pump that we are expecting towards 20,000 may never come. It clearly tells me if we literally have to follow the gold fractal, this is how it is. And which also means that BTC have to go towards 11,284.19. That's exactly where our 0.886 fib levels are for the BTC. Now, if BTC have to follow this fractal of gold, this is how I think it should do something like this. We bounces from 1380 or 13,500 or 13,800. We bounces from there towards 15,700. People feel like we are bottom, buy everything, and again it dumps out of nowhere and good for a big capitulation and forms a big bullish wolf waves, a weekly big bull diversion across the board, and 886 is achieved. Suddenly out of nowhere it just dumps like this and start going for a V-shaped recovery like this. People would be waiting for forming it to have inverse head and shoulder, some sort of something, and it just goes towards this levels, and a small wick down like this, and it just keeps on going like this. Now just imagine the fractal that we saw on the just imagine the fractal that we saw on the gold. Now just imagine that gold is was so in its early days in 1974, because this is also where the regime this is also where lot of economical things have happened, where I think I don't exactly remember the dates, but somewhere around 1980 to 1990 the talks were started happening with the Saudis to go for a petrodollar and blah blah shit, and that's where the gold rallied actually. Also all this was like an exit pump for the gold actually. That's what happened at that point of time. That's what I've studied so far. I might be wrong, but a lot of things have happened over there. Also for the BTC, I do think that, just imagine if this is just like a small just a big wave one, but a small wave one of a bigger grand cycle. And if this is to if we just have to see the BTC, and if we are assuming that the bottom would be perfectly 886, just assume that the bottom is 886, but let's also keep 901 fib in line with the gold fractal. So I'm just going to put the 901 fib. 1 second. 901. Okay, maybe 90 is fine. So if we do put that 90 on the what do you say, the fractal, the bottom should be around 10,351, 10,351, and also means 10,351. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Now let's delete the fibs, which means that gold next bull run, gold should be Bitcoin should be eyeing a targets and that targets are way beyond our imagination. It's like this move is just going to be a very small move for the overall market of BTC, and whatever is going to come next, it's going to literally, you know, I mean, the few years for BTC, I mean, it's just going to be mad. So what it can do literally like this. It can go to 460k and maybe even to 500k levels, and then won't reach 500k because it's a you know, it's a psychological resistance, and we go towards the levels. The support would be 1414. Where is the fibs? 1414 would be our major support and the next buying zone for the BTC. So that's exactly how, you know, BTC can go for in the next cycle, guys. Well, I'm not saying that it's gonna play out, but this is something, you know, just you should just analyze that how BTC can follow the gold fractal. And why do I think it's gonna follow the gold fractal? Is because it has followed the exact similar fractal in the past, guys. Well, exact, like fibs to fib levels, and I'm not kidding. It has done it. You wanna see? Let me show you. A perfect gold fractal it did. I mean, you will be shocked to see such sort of a fractal, and you will ask yourself why we did not show such kind of a thing when we were in 2018 2019 bear market. Just look at the what BTC did. It just did a very interesting, you know, descending triangle when we were literally forming like this. You know, very interesting, not a perfect triangle, but yeah, something sort of a triangle, and that's exactly what gold did. You know, when we had a first impulsive bull run for the gold in 1980. From 1980 onwards, you know, gold formed a very interesting, you know, this descending triangle, a move down, then, you know, like this, a fake breakout, impulsive move, accumulation, and it start reversing and went for a big bull run. So it bottomed at 1999, and it started pumping for the first move that happened in 2011, and the second impulsive move happened in 2020. Exact similar fashion. Just look at the structure that you have here. Now compare that structure along with, you know, BTC. You know, just compare the structure. You got this move, a descending triangle, a fake breakdown, and then you got an impulsive move, ABC move down, and then what we did is a big, you know, bull run for BTC, forming a first top, correction down, double top, and boom, we went down like this. So you guys might be very surprised to see, oh my god, why haven't we saw such kind of things in the past? If you would have saw a similar price action for BTC, we would have been like a billionaires, you know. But yeah, I mean, this is how the gold BTC have already followed a fractal from 1980 to 2020 for gold, ladies and gentlemen. And you might be in a shock right now seeing this kind of things. But now just imagine, gold literally took how many, you know, years. Just imagine, from the first top bear market and the next bull run, gold literally took like 14,800 days. You know, 14,800 days. Just imagine, it's more than 30 years for this whole structure to play out. And what did BTC do, and how and in what time frame it completed this whole move from the top till the next bull run? How much time did it took? Only 1428. Almost like 1/10 of what time gold took. 1/10 of what gold took. Remember, 1/10. So it also indicates that, you know, if you just have to go with some rough calculations, like, you know, what we have seen in the past, well, if you just have to look closely here from these kind of a move, or gold almost looked like 626 days when it did wave 2 here, or the bigger wave 2, and almost like BTC is almost there. I don't think 1/10 would fit, but we are already close to 406 days, guys. Maybe plus minus, I think next 20 days, 30 days, we should get our bottom for BTC. That's what I believe. Now that bottom can be the local bottom or whatever, I don't know. But what I can say is, once till BTC don't hit 886 fib levels, that is around 11,284, the bottom would not be in. So which also means that even if it bounces from 13,800 breakout and go towards 28,000, that would mean that this whole move is is some sort of a bigger ABC, and then we can have a quick move down like this and then reverses. So it's possible. So till we don't reach to 11,284, I don't think BTC is going to bottom. But if we do reach close to that levels, close to that 886, let's let $12,000, if we do reach those levels, then I think it will be very, very difficult for anyone to just tell you that the bottom is in or not, unless we see some development on the impulsive moves. But what I can say for sure is, just buy those levels and hold it for like 2 years, because just imagine what BTC gold took like 14,800 days. BTC did it in 1,428 days. Just imagine if 1/10 BTC is following the gold cycle in just 1/10 of the overall time frame. Imagine if it has to go to 765 Fibonacci levels. If you are saying that it bottoms and it goes to and it just follows the top like this and then goes for the blow off top. Gold did 1,241 days, and if we are saying that if BTC follows this exact timeline of what it did in the historically, then it has to do it in 6 months time frame, which also means that everything looks so unrealistic to me, honestly. If you ask me, I would not say any timeline, but it looks unrealistic to me actually. But yeah, you can say that average anywhere between 180 days to 365 days is what the max you need to hold for the investments actually, and that should pay off very, very nice and very hard. So even if you're buying 12k, let's say if you're buying just 12k and just looking for our targets, let's say if it hits our target, let's say just imagine if it hits our target and it goes to 450k, it's like a 3,620% gains on BTC. Now you might be asking that we have a lot of institutions got wrecked, blah blah shit. It's okay. In 2020 also, 2018 also, a lot of institutions got wrecked, a lot of retailers got wrecked, everything happened, and we still got our higher highs. So it happened. So we can also just imagine that we can also say that whatever the move that we're going to get down next is most likely going to be a last move on the downside. Just remember this, guys. Don't get don't get yourself into a trouble not buying BTC, or else BTC is going to make one of a biggest bullish divergence on the weekly. It is having a bearish retest on the RSI. I'm expecting it to go towards 27.35 to 28.7, and once it does, it's gonna form this something like this on the RSI on the weekly. However, if you look at from the time price action perspective, it's gonna form a very interesting bullish divergence, and a big bull divergence. So I'm just waiting for that weekly RSI to go towards my levels of 786. Once it go, guys, it's a buy everything. You don't need a call. It's a logic that you need to use it. Just buy and buy. And one more thing I would like to tell you is, a weekly I've been telling again and again, a gravestone doji has been formed, a very clean gravestone doji over here. As you can see, any bearish retest of 17.6 is where you should be shorting it for sure. For the next target can be, in my opinion, 13.8. Every gravestone doji we have played has happened this way. Gravestone doji, a bearish retest, and boom, dump. Just imagine the example. Gravestone doji, a bearish retest here, and then dump. So just imagine, this is how over here as well, a perfect gravestone doji, bearish retest, and then dump. This is not a gravestone doji. This is, you can say this is a gravestone doji. A gravestone doji, irregular expanded flat, and then dump. So the gravestone doji is pretty much, in my opinion, a reversal pattern, and it plays out when it happens on the hard-term time frame, guys, especially weekly. You will see such sort of a candles on the daily, many candles you will see, guys. So and it plays out, trust me. Gravestone is something you should not mess with it. Trust me, you should not at all mess with it, because gravestone has a very high hit rate of being played out. So it's like, it works like a trap. It's a clear sign that the gravestone is in play right now, ladies and gentlemen. BNB, yes, I will update. XRP, watch Disney. Okay, Disney, will see. 110 speed also means 10 times risk. Faster something goes up, harder it goes down. I agree. That is going to be like a blow off top. So that also means that you need to understand that what levels you need to exit the market. And that's exactly where you have the fibs at 765. Once BTC goes towards 500k levels, everybody's going to shout 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, and everybody gets wrecked. And we will be the one, if it just plays the plan perfectly the way we wanted it to, play out. If it plays that way, I'm definitely going to exit every damn thing around 475. I won't even wait for 500k, trust me. Anything above 459k is an exit for BTC, in my opinion. Then probably you can just play some alts, the alts that are going to pump and blah blah shit. But yeah, I think this is what the fractal says. I mean, this is, I want to just show that what I have found based on my analysis for the gold versus BTC from the 1974 till 1976. This is what I have found, and it perfectly matches with the price action that we are watching right now. Troder also, Ayub, he also sent me a chart of Microsoft and Amazon when they were in their early days of adoption. Also CZ, when he posted yesterday that the crypto is only having 5% of adoption so far in the overall global market. Actually 5% is nothing. So you just imagine, even if we just increase that 5% by another 10%, just imagine, then it means the total adoption, even if it goes to 15%, it's just going to explode. You don't need players like 3AC or FTX or Alameda to buy the coins. They are the scammers. They just use people's sentiments and money to make themselves look like rich. They buy things, they exit, but you need a real institution money. The way we are saying the BlackRock is entering the market, it's already entered the market, and I don't know what rumors I've heard that they are also buying BTC behind everything. Actually, they are accumulating slowly and gradually. Some entities accumulating. See, if every big players have got liquidated, they have sold their BTC in the market, someone is there to buy their BTC, and someone is accumulating heavily, and that someone is like a big player. You wouldn't be able to know right now. They won't disclose it. They will disclose themselves when we reach to the next peak of the market cycles, or we reached halfway and they will disclose, oh my god, we have bought this at this price. When we were bottom, we made a big money for our for our investors. And that's exactly where the new players are going to enter. The new players are going to be the real institutional investors. I don't think 3AC and blah blah shit was the real institutional investors. They are all gamblers actually, honestly. And if they would have real institutional investors, they would have not liquidated themselves and their customers. It's all like they gambled their money with not their money, the customers' money, actually, honestly, with the leverage, because the institutional players don't play leverage. They never play leverage, trust me. Only a few institutions I know that they play options, and that too with less than 10% of their portfolio. Less than 10%. They only buy and sell, and they focus on increasing the net worth of their investors. They focus on the net worth. They don't focus on the gains. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Few days back when I posted, 2022 was amazing year for me and for everyone who were there in the Wall Street group. 2023, I'm not sure if I cannot assure you that we're going to catch the bottom, or we're going to get even a bottom, or it's going to play the gold fractal or not. I cannot assure anything. But what I can assure you that, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what I am very confident, that our net worth is definitely going to make higher highs, and higher highs, inshallah. It's going to make higher highs, despite of the fact BTC, whatever it does, it dumps, it goes to zero, it gets ragged, whatever, I don't care. Or it just starts an impulsive move or a next bull run. Whatever it does, our net worth is going to multiply, inshallah. That's what my target for 2023 is, inshallah. So 2022 target was also the same. My intentions are that we want to multiply our net worth. I focus on my net worth, actually. I want to increase my net worth. So 2022 was a good year. Net worth has multiplied a lot. 2023 we want to do a same thing, but in case if our fractal plays out for the gold, and if we do see the biggest opportunity in the history of BTC, that we're going to get an opportunity to buy around 10.8 to 11.5k levels, I mean, this is going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity, and that's going to be the last opportunity you're going to ever see BTC at those prices. Trust me, and I'm not kidding, because after that, it's like as I showed you. 1414 fib is going to be the next big support for BTC. That's around 93k, which means that we will never ever going to see the BTC price in a 93k ever, at least for the next decade. After that we may see a grand super cycle correction or blah blah shit, but at least we might not see something like that for BTC, ladies and gentlemen. And hence what I'm trying to tell you is, we should be, or you should be focusing. If you don't have that money in your hand right now, whatever you want to do, work hard, do 3 jobs a day, accumulate money, funds, and then invest in crypto. Invest. I'm using the word invest, guys. I'm not using the word play with the leverage or trade. I'm telling you again and again, invest. Remember one thing, that a wealth is made when you invest the money. You can make gains by playing leverage or by playing options or futures, but the wealth, a real wealth, is made when you invest. You don't need to worry about wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we just need to have the end targets. 459k should be my target. If it happens, and inshallah it might happen, if BTC goes there, we exit, khalas, we never look back, enjoy the money, and then we're going to rebuy again at 93k. That's how the mentality should be of yours. If I'm talking in one cycle, you make big gains, secure your future, your children's future, have that money in your bank, lock it, or invested in the real estate, in the business that you have there, and you establish a passive income, so that you are not fully independent on this crypto. That's exactly what I did. And in 2020 2021 bull run, made life-changing gains again, retired from my job. I also moved to Dubai. It was my dream to move there when I was small, and having a nice life there, actually having my own house, over there. And yeah, I have my own house there, mashallah. And I think everything is said. I mean, I have a business there, I have a business here in India. And it's like, and I have money on hand. Everybody knows it, that 75% USDT and 25% BTC I have, of which 15% is hedged at 17.8. And it's like I'm happy. So, and now I'm just patiently waiting to deploy my money, to invest, so that the next cycle it's going to be like amazing, bigger than ever. You can make it. So investing is an art actually. You need to have patience. You need to have lot of faith and trust in yourself, in your institution, in your intuitions, in your God, Allah, whosoever you believe, guys, whosoever. You just need to have the faith actually, and you need to have the patience. Is important, because investments, the returns are not going to get you're not gonna get it in like a day or two or maybe a month. It's gonna take years actually. So remember, investing is for years and not for days and months. Well, that was all about gold and BTC fractal, and some small lecture from my side on how the 2023 should be for us, inshallah. And now let's go to the silver, guys. I will be accumulating silver and buying hard silver in Dubai once we go towards 15.8 to $14, because I think that silver is forming a big cup and handle formation, guys. It's a big cup and handle. This was the first highs, a double top, perfectly reached the 0.5, maybe even close to under 0.5 fips. And now we got an impulsive move here. I'm waiting for it to form ABC, go to the levels of 15.8 to $14. Buy everything. Stop loss should be here, 11.6, which means that your stop loss, even if you're buying at 15.8 everything, let's say you're buying at 15.8, so your stop loss would be just 26%, which means that if you're buying 100k of silver, just I'm saying, or maybe 100k, let's assume 100k of silver you're buying, you are just risking 26k. But you're risking 26k. Why? Because to make to make a gains of 600%, to make a gain of 610%, and maybe even 670% levels, which means the targets for silver is $120, which means that you're risking 26k, to make literally like 26 to 54, to make almost like more than half a million, more than half. I'm just roughly saying, 500,000 gains just by holding, silver. And it's going to be a next precious metal, in my opinion. A silver $120 is going to give a nail bite to everyone. It's going a very big move if it just happens actually. So silver is the next big thing, is what I believe. Now even if you look at the chart, it is saying something, that a big cup and handle is in formation, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's talk about the BNB. Many of you guys would want to know what is going to happen. My targets for BNB is, I would be buying big over here, but just in case if we lose these levels, then it's going to be like even a bigger bear cycle for BNB. It goes towards $47. Then it would do something like that. But most likely, I think this is going to levels where it's going to give that bounce. In my opinion, it needs to lose the levels of $214. Once it flip this as a resistance, then it will go straight away like this. A big sell-off is going to happen. Some news are going to come out. FUDs are going to be very strong, or blah blah shit, I don't know, but it's going to be more about a FUDs actually. And that's exactly where we get a lifetime buying opportunity, investing opportunity for what do you say, for BNB, I think. So I think this is how I see that BNB is going to do something like that. And that's going to be a big buying opportunity around $115 to $200. A week is fine, $100, and accumulation happens for like few months. And once we reclaim it back like this, then it's going to do big breakout. Because remember, BNB did not make higher highs like what BTC did. BNB, this was the first cycle, wave 1, A, B, and then you have C 1, 2. Now it's hard to say that this is wave 3 or not, but let's say this is wave 3 and this is wave 4. This is going to be the wave 5, forming a big expanding diagonal, something like this. A big fan of 5 waves is here, and then a big reversal. A yellow box, and any deviation in the yellow box is a buy for BNB. Accumulate and just save it somewhere, wherever you want to hold it. Maybe stake it, you may get nice gains. But just imagine, I think the next cycle for the BNB would be somewhere around $1,400 to $1,500. That's what I personally feel. One more thing, you guys, many of you guys is sending me a picture of Solana. Well, I just want to tell you is, you might feel that Sol is dead. I feel it's not dead actually. It's just finishing its biggest cycle, a correction cycle. That's what I personally believe what Solana is doing right now. Right now what I feel is I feel personally that Solana is doing a big bullish wolf for waves. It's not yet finished, guys, so yeah, it's not completed. So what I feel is this move is wave 1, 2, and we are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, one more move down, like towards anything under the sweep of 9.3, anything. It's gonna be wave 3, a pump up towards the levels of $20 and can even go to $24, and then one more wave down quickly towards, not zero of course, but somewhere around $5 to $2, and that's the cycle ends and it just reverses. Of course it's not gonna go reverse like in a big fashion or so, but what I feel is whenever we start seeing that Solana is is reversing, or it's doing a bullish impulsive move on the lower term time frame, I am investing it. I would be the investor and I would be the buyer, honestly, because I don't want to miss that big move on the Solana. Just look at the correction that it is doing, because from the perspective of the fibs, it's clear that the wave 3 targets have already achieved to 1618. It's already there. It might be the wave 3 might be here, and this is doing A, B, and C for the B wave. So this can be wave 1, 2. This is already wave 3 here. A, B, wave C4, $21, and then one more move down like this for the wave 5, goes towards $3 or so, can even go to $1 as well. But that is a buying opportunity in my eyes and in my opinion, and we can do something like this. And this is going to be the next big range and accumulation range, and that's how this range is going to be the next big accumulation range again. And that's how Solana can literally, because this is the clean bullish impulsive move. Just imagine if Solana bottoms around $3 or so, where would the next target for the Sol? It's somewhere around $655 to $900. I'm just imagining. And if it goes for the 565, the target would be around $1,500 to $1,960 levels. It's like a big target, you see. So you don't want to miss. If it goes anywhere under $5, guys, buy and forget for next few years. Even if it goes to $1, so if you have, let's say, $1,000 only, put $100 in Sol. The max drawdown for that $100 is going to be from $5 if you're buying. Let's say if you're buying, it's not visible here. Let's say if you're buying at 5.4 or $5, the max drawdown it can do is 74%, which means that your $100 is going to be $26. But in the next few years, if you are saying that this is a next big impulsive move, that is going to be minimum 4,584% gains, which means that your $100 is going to be 4,584%, which means that it's gonna be somewhere around $4,600 roughly. And if I'm not wrong, or maybe 45,000. No, I think it's $4,600. if it just go for the double top. But if it starts the bull run and just breaks out, then that $100 can be, for many would be, for the guy who is just having $1,000, that can be your 29K bag, and then you can reinvest it in, some assets, and you can compound it. But just imagine, the risk reward. You're just risking $74 to make 4,529K. Isn't it? These are the great risk rewards. So you should definitely try risking, some money there, guys. I'm definitely gonna put, risk. If I have to put like 50K, I'm gonna put it 50K and forget about it. 100K, put 100K and forget about it. So there are few alls that, in my opinion, looks great actually, despite of the fact that Almeida or Sam were the bigger investors in Sol, but though they were investors, but from the perspective of the the, what do you say, the back in the back end, how the Solana works. If it functions perfectly, the uptime is good, uptime remains good, and the project's team just keeps on building it, then I think it's going to make it actually. So I'm definitely not gonna miss it. Similarly, Litecoin is one of the coin that you should also not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because it's, in my opinion, it's doing a bigger, a very very bigger, correction of A, B, and C, irregular, expanded, flat. Some sort of a thing like for Litecoin, and I'm remembering this chart with the silver. What we are watching is, we are saying that this is going to start having a bull run, but remember, if we do a stop loss is a must. If we lose the levels of 11.4, it can go literally and sweep the lows of $4 as well and go nuts like this. So the way Litecoin did, Litecoin is also silver, and it's perfectly following the chart of silver. You see, gold and silver, higher highs, just a wick over here, higher highs, and come back down under 0.5, bounce, and then accumulate. So Litecoin silver is being said as a silver, higher highs, a wick over there under 0.5, a bounce over there, and then it come back down. Of course, the silver is yet to do this come back down, but just look at how things are, and that's the reason Litecoin is being said as a silver versus BTC as a gold, digital gold. So just imagine, I mean, look at the charts. I mean, so natural, so comparable actually, if you just watch it. Just watch it. But of course, it also has the chart like this, blah blah shit. It started with somewhere from zero, so it just don't have the history over here. But if you look at the Bitfinex, you will see the perfect chart. Over the Bitfinex, I have the perfect chart on the Litecoin. Yeah. Well, so my thing is, this is what my short for the LTC around 95. Did not got that level perfectly, or else I would have shorted it for sure. My targets for Litecoin is a bearish retest, or maybe a bullish retest of $21. Anything under $21 is just a buy and forget. That's what I personally think, because LTC is doing a big correction of, this was a wave 1, ABC wave 2 right now. And the next big impulsive move for LTC is going to be very crazy, guys. Nobody would have imagined, but yeah, it's going to be very crazy, giving like 9,800 gains, going towards $2,000. Anything under $20 is a buy. Try to buy Litecoin very much close to $10 is going to give you biggest risk reward, guys. So you should also accumulate Litecoin, trust me. If gold pumps to 450K as what digital gold, that's what BTC is, then definitely Litecoin is not going to lag. It's gonna give that pump as well. Now let's talk about few last alts that many requested. It's Rune, guys. Thorchan, honestly speaking, Thorchan looks to me like a dead at the moment, but it's in a bigger accumulation. Look at the weekly chart here. You want to see a weekly bullish divergent formation. Unless and until you don't see that, it's a no buy, no brainer. So what you want to see over here is for Thor is something like this. So we already got a lower lows here. You want to see something like this. So a big bullish divergence. It goes up like this, come back down, something like this, and then boom. So that's where a 3-step setup comes in a play for RSI breakout, and it flips the levels of 50, not in one go. It's gonna reject, and then it's gonna accumulate above, and then it's gonna start an impulsive move. So if we are saying that torsion have to do something like this, just imagine the price action that we want to watch for the torsion, or for the rune. That's what we are what we are saying. A very similar kind of a move here is going to be a sweep of the lows, which means that you want to see a price making lower lows like this. It goes down like this, and RSI makes not lower lows but the higher lows, and boom, it just reverses and forms a very interesting three drive, guys. A very, very fucking interesting three drive. It's going to be amazing. I think it still have a room to pump more actually, because the RSI is still looking great. It's looking great at rougher now, but it's forming a bearish divergence on the weekly. So let's see how the weekly closes. And if you don't close the weekly above 1.5, yeah, it's going to form a small bear diversion on the RSI, and then we can just go down, as we can see. But this is how I see the torsion needs to form a big bull diversion on the weekly. Let it form, and then you can just probably run. But you also have the OB on the weekly. This OB is very crucial, guys. And as you can see, these levels, once it go back down to this levels around 88.46 to 80 cents, it's a buy and forget kind of a thing. But torsion, yeah, this bullish diversion looks great on the weekly, ladies and gentlemen. Let it form. That's all. And wow, thank you so much, NG. Yeah, we will have a detailed EW analysis session, but it's like the detail thing, it's like the detailed analysis. It's not easy. It cannot happen in one session or two sessions or three sessions, because the Elliott wave is a very complex, I would say, theory. It may sound that it's very simple. Actually, it may sound that okay, what is Elliott wave? It's nothing but 1 2 3 4 5 waves, and then A B C class. This is what Elliott wave is. I mean, this is very simple, but the important thing is the structures. What kind of a structure it can form here? It can form here. It can form here, here, and here. This is important. And what kind of a correction can form here, here, and here? That makes it very complex. So at this moment, it's difficult for me to take Elliott wave session, my friend. But yes, probably on YouTube I will try, maybe from 2023 January, inshallah, first. That slowly and gradually, you guys learn more about it. In Walsh Wealth Group, I took like 3 sessions already on the Elliott waves, and many guys are practicing it, improving it daily. You can have you can just ask Troder, Ole. They all not only learn here, but they have learned outside else as well. But they have at least started practicing it, and they are really doing great actually. And there are few guys who are also playing really nice with the harmonics, the way I played actually, adding more confidence to your trades with the price action. But at this this session, it's going to be very difficult for me to take the Elliott wave specifically session, my friend. I'm extremely sorry for that, because it's not easy to take it right now. Okay, last update is going to be for my Indian fans. First of all, let's go to the Sensex. The Sensex, my target of Sensex is almost there, as you can see here on the daily. That's what I was eyeing. A retest of 59,280, one more push up to 65,000. Guys, don't forget to exit the market. It can literally do a BTC kind of a thing. So trust me, it's a big range play over here. That's what we are eyeing, ladies and gentlemen. It might be the top might be in as well, trust me. So you don't want to get the top might be in. This is the deviation, any bearish retest, short the market and shit it down towards $47,000. Alas, the top might be in for the Sensex. I have sold every bag that I had. Tata Motors, Wipro, I had almost like 10 stocks. I've sold every damn stocks, and I'm not worried at all actually. I don't have shit coins like in the stocks. I mostly play blue chips, so I've sold everything and I'm out of this market. But trust me, guys, the bad is coming for the Sensex, in my opinion. If you look at the Nifty 50 as well, the same plan for the Nifty 50, it played out so perfectly. I've mentioned in my Twitter as well, people were so bullish, blindly bullish on the Nifty. I was like, just it can do two things. Either the top is in a double, yeah, this is like the top, and we have reached the levels, a big support. We bounce, bearish retest, khalas, and bye bye Nifty. It goes towards 13,800. That's like a big range for the Nifty, ladies and gentlemen. And or if it reverses, can have one more push towards 19,620. Do not forget to exit if you're still in. If you're heading Nifty, Bank Nifty, you have anything, do not forget to exit the market, guys, because this is going to be a biggest distributive top in the history of Indian markets, guys. Don't get trapped. If you get trapped, rest in peace. That's what I can say, because you will get trapped for a year or so, is what I believe. So this is what I have for my Indian friends, guys, and my predictions are so far going good for Nifty and Sensex. Let's see if we do get one more push up. If we do happen to get one more push up, I'm going to short this whole market. And if you don't, if you just do get a bearish retest, I'm going to short anyways, guys. Now, okay, I want to discuss a very important thing right now. So everything is done from the analysis perspective, ladies and gentlemen. I think I want to discuss very important things with every one of you. A very important thing, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys remember December 2019? Just please, I want each and every one of you to be very active in typing and answering me, guys. Remember December 2019? Remember, guys? Anyone? So I'm just going back to those times when we were there. Okay, I'm just going to delete this and I'm going to add the timelines. Okay, so this is December, November, and December. Okay, December 19 and March and February. So basically we got a dump around March. Okay, what is this, guys? Is anything clicking in your mind with the December 2019? Anything, guys? I'm asking you again. If you don't answer, it's fine. I'll start my analysis anyways. Who remembers December 2019? What happened there? What happened? Literally. Matic 0.2. Do not forget to buy. 0.2. Matic, Varsha. It's going there. Matic. Guys, December 2019, I would say October, honestly, if you ask me. October was the beginning where the first COVID case in China came, but it was not declared to be such sort of a big breakout. A very small signs they saw, but everything was in the lab. They did more and more research on those things before declaring it to the public. But in December 19, they went, the WHO went to the public and say that there is some outbreak in the China and it's not good. And it can just probably, go all in the world. So be careful. And December 19 is where it started beginning, and slowly, gradually in January, in February, when I was supposed to travel, I remember to London, they got a lockdown and I have to cancel it. So in Feb, the lockdown started in London. Not exactly a perfect lockdown, but restrictions, because the cases started rising in London, especially. So I'm assuming that in Europe also the cases would have started rising in Feb, and slowly, gradually, the things start turning when it came in India from 27th March. Okay, when we had our first lockdown, ladies and gentlemen, 27th March, basically somewhere around these levels. Now, what is happening right now? We are in the December 2022, and we are seeing the biggest outbreak of COVID-19 or COVID-20 or whatever you want to say. It's the virus, COVID virus, and what I have seen from the news that I'm watching, I don't have any person residing in China or giving me such informations. But what I'm seeing is daily 5,000 deaths are predicted, and it's already happening. A lot of people are dying. Almost like millions and millions of people have been infected with this virus, and it's very, very strong than what we have seen in 2019. So first of all, before we go into the analysis part of the BTC, or maybe a catalyst part of the BTC, I just want to tell you guys, be safe with the virus. If you have not took the vaccine, please take it. Even if you will take it, I'm not sure it's gonna save you or save us, because this variant is a different one actually. That's what I've learned. But at least take something. I mean, you should be, if you feel that vaccine is fake, and if you have family members, just think about them and take the vaccine. Just think that you want to secure your family members. That's it. Don't think about what you think is what is right and wrong. Just think, what is good for your family. That's what you should do. We don't want to be hero by proving that vaccine is fake or blah blah blah. You want to be hero in eyes of your family members, protecting them, from whatever is coming. Probably, I don't know what is going to come next. I hope that it's not, it just vanishes and everything is fake, honestly, and it don't go outside China. But India also, it's the cases have started rising. 135 cases a day in Dubai, still nothing, or maybe the authorities are not reporting anything. I don't know, but I don't know. It might take some because the year end is coming. So especially in year end, they don't declare anything in Dubai, because if they start putting restrictions in Dubai, nobody's going to go there. And what's going to happen is Dubai is dependent majorly on tourist income. So that's what I am waiting for. I think once this December or the year end finishes, I think the restrictions are going to come back in the Dubai. And this is what my personal feeling is actually, and that's what I think. Now let's see the price action that we got, ladies and gentlemen. Now, but the thing is, when the first cycle happened, it almost took like 74 days, or maybe like overall, if you want to see, it took like 100 days to give us the capitulation week we were waiting for. It almost took like 100 days. But now this variant that we have, it's like the variant that we have, it's very dangerous, it's very quick. So it's like everybody's saying it's very fast in, it's very quick in what do you say, in affecting people, actually infecting people. So if that is the case, I don't know if it's gonna take another 100 days, but let's say even if it just take from these highs, if we do compare, from this lows, from here we gotta move on the upside from this lows. The 100 days would have been somewhere around March 2023. But let's say even if it's 1/3 or 1/2 of it, and if we're just going for 66 days, 2/3 is 66 days, then on my birthday, 28th Jan, or close to January, 28th Jan, that's where my birthday is, where I'll be celebrating it, inshallah, or maybe not, I don't know, but close to that, we should be getting our capitulation week. So the whole world goes into panic again. With this COVID restriction starts coming back in, the stock markets go in havoc, and the panic starts. Sell off happens. They want to have the risk off from the assets, and suddenly out of nowhere we get a big capitulation candle for what do you say, for the BTC going towards the 11,284. And like this, the capitulation candle goes for like 34 to 40%. That's what happened the last time with the BTC. As you can see here, the capitulation candles from the top, it almost dumped like 63%. You see, almost from the top, but we were and that was also the bear, that was not the bear market, that was the bull market. And if we just compare this move for our big support of 886, it's almost like 40%. The 63% is very much deeper, like 6,900. But whatever it does, let's say 7,100 to 11,284, I think best would be 10,000. It should not go anywhere under 10,000. But you have a CME gap, remember. You have a CME gap somewhere around 9,900 or so. So $10,000, let's make it plus minus 200 bucks, not more. Whatever it is, guys, and if this is true, if my theory is true that COVID, December 2019, when the COVID first news started breaking out from China, slowly, gradually it moved to Europe, and then from India, that is Asia, Asian countries like India, Korea, Singapore, and then Middle East, and blah blah. That's exactly where we got our dip, the final dip, and then we start having a V-shaped recovery. We might be seeing a very similar fashion, a gold fractal with, we already have the gold fractal in mind, 11,284 to 10,800, because gold went to 0.9 fib, right? That was somewhere around 10,300 or so. I don't remember now. But anyway, close to 10,000. Remember, just the numbers. Whatever it is, guys. Just if this catalyst started happening, again, the COVID starts spreading in January, I think this time it's going to be very quick. So we might be not waiting for March to get our dip, but we might just get a big intense sell-off in Q1 2023. That is January 2023, and that January is most likely going to be the biggest buying opportunity in the history of Bitcoin and crypto market. So ladies and gentlemen, if my theory is right, and see, I'm not going to give you any I'm not selling you here any optimism, or I'm not selling you here, my intentions are not to sell you any fake things or fake knowledge. This is based on what my thoughts are as an investor. What you're seeing is what I'm seeing. I'm just iterating you from the price action perspective. These are the probabilities and possibilities we might see going forward, guys. I don't know how many of you guys have heard this from somewhere else or anybody's talking about it. I don't even know. But what I want to tell you is December 2019 is where the first thing I heard for the COVID, some sort of a COVID at that point of time, is from China. So and right now China is everywhere in the news that's happening there. And slowly and gradually, probably in 2023 January, I think, if this all situation comes into the play, we may get our biggest capitulation candle on BTC, guys. And if that happens, and that's where I have given your short orders for BTC at $17,400 to $17,600. You can short it. Stops above 18,100. The take profit target should be 13.8 and maybe even to 11.3 if we do get this capitulation candle. And if this COVID something starts again, I just hope it don't. And I don't want this capitulation candle if it is just because of the COVID, honestly. So you know what I mean? I don't want this candle down because of the reason of that COVID infection is spreading across the world and restrictions are going to come back. No, if that is going to happen, I don't want it. I never would pray even to get this sort of candle, because lives of family life, your relatives' life are more important than shitty price action. I don't care from money actually. What are you gonna do if you don't have a family members? What are you gonna do if you don't have a friends? What are you gonna do? You can't meet anyone. What are you gonna do? You can't spend money. What are you gonna do with that? Basically it's nothing. So that's what I think. But this is just a small thought, guys. Don't take it too heavy on you. But that's a small thought, guys. That something is brewing, and this might be the reason or a catalyst for a capitulation that we are waiting for. Might be. So considering the timelines, we are saying I think 20th Jan, probably close to those levels, close to that date. I think if this COVID-19 things accelerates fast in Europe and other countries, if it spreads fast, then we're going to get our big capitulation candle. So be ready with the capital, guys, to deploy, because you see what happened. You got this dump and you got a V-shaped recovery. People waited for a retest, come back down to 6,000, 5,000 for the wave two. Waited, never came, and just keeps on bumping back up. A similar kind of a thing will happen, guys. People keep on repeating the same mistakes again and again. They don't learn actually. I see the retailers never learn. And that's what I'm saying, guys. If you're still not in Walsh Wealth Group, do join us, guys. If it happens, we will be the one to catch it. Trust me, inshallah. So if you do give us this kind of a move, ladies and gentlemen, and if you do happen to get this a recovery like this, you're not going to get a a move of it's just going to do something like this. People are going to be like a inverse head and shoulder, and class, it's just going to recover it. That's it. It's just going to liquidate everyone, because people are going to short here, liquidity grab. People are going to short this OB, liquidity grab, short stop losses are here, and people are going to short here as well with the stop losses up. So this is the levels. Anything above this is the short zone. So bears are going to short. The whole markets are going to short it, and it's going to fill it. And the biggest liquidation is going to be here. Liquidate everyone, and they're going to short again. Stop losses are here, and just going to keep on taking all the stop losses, and that's how the market makers are going to play with everyone's emotions. So I'm not saying that we're going to make highs or blah blah shit. I'm just saying, from the mentality perspective, the psychological perspective of how the market makers can play with us or play with the emotions of our traders, and because they know exactly where the liquidity is, or where the liquidity pool is going to be created, when we are literally going to reverse. So they know actually the market, because they are the market makers, guys. So this is something, this is something you guys need to understand actually. That's it. Thank you so much, and I'm going to go to bed, and have a very nice Christmas to you and your family. Most important, please stay safe and take whatever the precautions you can. And thank you so much, Angie, for contributing 2,000 rupees. You guys can see in the chat as well, 2,000 revenue. Thank you so much. And I'm sincere apologies that I couldn't take a session of Eloit Wave in this session as you expected, because it's very big actually. It's not possible for me to take it. I need to prepare myself first. I need to link everything as to how it, I need to explain it to you like I'm explaining to a college boy, something like that. And then you can just keep on riding the stairs up. But just a heads up to everyone for supporting, and if you would like to support more, do trade on Bybit, create an account there, and yeah, you can trade there, guys. One more thing, please keep all these things within us, because the more the more in the market the same thing starts rotating, means that the chances of it playing out becomes very less, because you remember, a herd trade never plays out. You want to be like a lion. You want to just walk alone. Actually, I would have not shared with you all these things, but I just want you guys don't not miss this. In case if it's just gonna play out, then I don't want you guys to miss it. So that's what my intentions are. And my target would be that I would take every one of you along with me in the next bull run, the whole Walsh Wealth group and everyone in the Twitter, guys. So thank you, and this live session is going to be saved here. You can watch many times as you want, and have a nice night. Bye bye.